So, I was coming home from school today and I needed to fill up my gas because it's a little bit under the middle. So, I usually end up filling it when it's near the middle just so I can ensure that I always have a full tank. So, today was the day because it was a little under. I didn't fill it up last week and not this weekend because I wasn't home. So, Monday is the day to fill it up. So, I was driving home and I stopped at the BP that's a little, not even a mile away from my house. And the pumps all had plastic on them, so they all had like plastic baggies wrapped around it, except the diesel was working, but the regular gas was not working. So then I was like, okay, maybe it's just this gas station. Let me go to a different one. So I went to the one that's like just the street over, at the Conoco. I think it's Conoco, and I stopped there. Same thing, same situation. Diesel was working, but the gas had bags over it. So today, I know what's going on, but I'm just gonna set that up for you because I didn't know it was this bad until I was driving home today. But at school I learned today that over the weekend one of the pipes in Alabama ruptured, and so there's this entire line of oil pipes that go up into the in the south, like southern country or southern states. So it's Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and I think maybe Kentucky, I'm not sure, but mainly those three. And the pipe goes all the way down from possibly Texas and all the way up to New York, like this way, or that way, I'm not sure how, okay, for me it's this way. And so what happened was, I think at Alabama, the pipe ruptured, so all the connections above that stopped because it was coming over there. So as of right now, the oil prices are very high, and we talked about that in class, and how they jumped like 10 cents on Saturday, and then they, in the news, they released, okay, so we are in a state of emergency. Tennessee's in a state of emergency, and we might have an oil shortage for a couple days this week, but it should be back to normal because we have truck drivers, their driving schedule is more lenient, so it's not just the 8 drive and 8 sleep schedule anymore. They have more hours to drive because it's very important that we get oil. And so they're ending up getting, so there's the pipe that I just mentioned, and there's another one going straight up in the US, and they're going to be bringing through trucks oil to us. So that they said it should be fixed by the end of this week, or in the middle of this week. So that's like, it's Monday. So middle, I'm guessing Wednesday, Thursday, that's a couple days, not a big deal. So actually, when they talked about it being a state of emergency, everyone kind of went wacko. And if you can just think about the supply and demand chart right now, supply, not a lot, demand, heck of a lot, because everyone's like, we're running out of oil. Not the case, but people freaked out, and on the news they were like, okay, this is a state of emergency, but you need to keep your oil habits, like whatever you're consuming right now. Like if it's filling up your tank twice a week, once a week, just keep doing that. Don't go crazy. It's going to be okay. But everyone heard state of emergency, and I'm guessing they just went crazy. So we ran out of oil. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal because we were in Macon, Georgia over this weekend, and it was, I noticed it was like 240. I hadn't really read the news until like yesterday. And so I didn't know exactly what was happening. But I went to the BP, and it was $1.99, and so I was like, okay, that's not too crazy, but they were out, so don't think they ever changed it. But yeah, so there's no oil in Tennessee. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm under a half tank, so guess I'm gonna have to ask my parents if diesel is an option. I have no idea, but it's a little scary, and so today's been a crazy day, and just not having gas in the car is gonna make it a little more crazier of a week. But if you don't know what's happening in the southern states, this is what's happening. There was a pipe breakage, and there's a temporary shortage of oil for the southern countries, or why do I keep saying countries? The southern states. So nothing's wrong. It's gonna get fixed. Just, guys, stop consuming so much oil, because then people that actually run out of gas and their regular fill-up is a Monday, like me, it's out. We're done. Can't get gas. So I'm over here struggling, and I don't know how I'm gonna get to school for the rest of this week, but I don't know. Anyway, interesting fact. Stuff happens in life, so cool. Just thought I'd let you know.